Okay, so today we're going to break down the core ideas from a really critical new book, Orchestration Sovereignty by Rajesh and Monisha Veerapaneni. Think of it as a roadmap for navigating the huge risks and opportunities of AI. And it all kicks off with a number that should really make you sit up and pay attention.
$100 billion. Now, you might be thinking that's a company's valuation or maybe some market forecast. Nope, that's the cost of one single high-profile AI mistake.
Believe it or not, that's how much market value Google lost in just 48 hours. Why? Because its AI chatbot made one factual error during a demo. But here's the thing. The authors argue this wasn't just some PR slip-up. It was a symptom of a massive, industry-wide problem that we're all facing.
And this gets us to the book's central warning, that $100 billion event. It highlights a catastrophic mistake that so many companies are making right now. We're treating these new, fundamentally unreliable AI systems as if they were just traditional, predictable software. And they are absolutely not the same thing.
Right, so why are they so different? Well, the book argues that AI's biggest problems aren't just temporary bugs that our engineers can eventually fix. Nope. They are permanent architectural limitations. And it's summed up by a really powerful idea.
The book puts it this way, and this line just stops you in your tracks. This isn't a bug. It's physics. Think about that. The flaws in AI today aren't something you can just patch. They're fundamental to how these systems work. It's like trying to patch the law of gravity.
So what are these unfixable gaps? Well, first up is the grounding gap. An AI is an absolute master of sounding plausible, but it has no connection to reality. It's just designed to put words together in a way that's statistically likely, which sounds super convincing, right? But has no actual link to verified factual truth.
Second, you've got the causality gap. AI is brilliant at spotting patterns. It can see that two things happen together. It gets the what, but it has no ability to understand cause and effect. It doesn't know why something happens, and that's a massive, massive roadblock for genuine reasoning.
And finally, there's the control gap. This one is kind of scary. When you tell an AI to solve a problem, it will find a solution, but it might do it in ways you could never, ever predict. Take Samsung. Their engineers used an AI to help fix some bugs. The AI solution? It leaked the company's trade secrets to the public. It solved the small problem by creating an absolute catastrophe.
So, okay, if these gaps are here to stay, what are we supposed to do? This is where the book pivots from the problem to the actual solution. It lays out a very specific, operational framework, a real-world roadmap for managing these risks that just come with the territory.
And we're not talking about vague principles like, let's use AI responsibly. No, this gets into concrete steps. First, you have to classify what the AI can actually do. Second, you have to define who has the final say. Is it the human or the machine? And finally, you have to build a set of checks and balances for things like bias, security, privacy, that turn good intentions into a daily operational reality.
But what does this all look like in the real world? The book gives us two fantastic case studies that show the huge difference between getting AI governance right and getting it completely catastrophically wrong.
So, on one side, you have United Health. They rolled out an algorithm with a mind-blowing 90% error rate. Why? Because nobody bothered to define who had the final say when the AI suggestions clashed with a doctor's judgment. Total mess. But then, on the other side, you've got Taurus Regional Bank. They used a governance framework, managed their risk systematically, and actually turned it into a real competitive advantage.
And the result for Taurus Regional Bank? What was the payoff for doing it right? A 7.2 times return on their investment in governance. This is the crucial takeaway here. Strong governance isn't just a cost center. It's not about slowing things down. It is a direct driver of financial performance. It's how you win.
But beyond the tech failures and the governance, the book issues what is maybe its most urgent warning. And it's about a strategic threat that could quite literally trap your entire company.
They call it strategic captivity. It's what happens when the brain of your AI operations, that core logic, doesn't belong to you. It lives inside a vendor's black box. You end up so dependent on their platform that the cost and the headache of ever leaving becomes so huge, you just can't. You're trapped.
And the timeline on this is critical. The authors warn that there's a window and it's closing fast. For a lot of early adopters, 2025 is the point of no return.
By 2027, being locked in like this could just be the norm for the whole industry. The time to actually own your AI logic is right now.
So all of this brings us to a crucial point. This isn't just some technical discussion for your IT department to handle. This has become a fundamental business decision that every single leader needs to be making, right now.
The book puts the choice in really stark terms with this powerful quote. It says, every single AI project you launch is pushing your company in one of two directions. You are either building your own internal strength and capability, or you are getting deeper and deeper into dependency on an outside vendor. There is no neutral path, no middle ground.
And that leaves us with this final, really important question to think about. As you bring AI into your business, who are you really building for? Are you investing in your own company's future and your own sovereignty? Or are you accidentally building a future for your vendors? The choice is yours to make.